Hello everyone, this is Spin, and welcome back to another episode of my Mayhem Mansion walkthrough series. In today's episode, I'm playing through Level 2, The City. I'm playing on the hard mode difficulty on the UZDoom source port, so let's begin. We just escaped from Mayhem Mansion in the first level. And right now we're in the city. And the city was the area when we got outside the mansion where the ancient library was at. And to start things off, we have this evil lips. We have this door that needs to be opened somewhere. Now we have a key, which we can't access quite yet. So we're gonna go down here into this sewer area. Oh yes, sewers already. So we're gonna drop down here. We're gonna make our way through. I'm gonna take this right first, because over here we have a chest. Open it up for some money. And we're going to go through here, take this left into this bridge area, then take a right. Also, new enemy type underneath the bridge. Get this black ink blot that is out to get you. It does a melee attack. Fades in and out. Get back on track. We'll be back here later. But instead we're going to go over here. We're going to get up here and make our way up. We got some ugly tomatoes. Bat. And more evil lips. We need that musket badly. One more tomato. Here's some ammo for our musket. Part of the sewer is unblocked, so now we head on back. We're gonna go back to that area from before. Oh yeah, more of these ink blots have showed up. I'll just use the sword on them because it's faster. I see one more over here, might as well take him out. As you can see, the stairs have lifted up to that platform, and these lampposts have showed up as well. And here's the musket, finally. I'm gonna still use the boomerang for the tomatoes. Get the jump on the evil lips, and here's a skull. Security doors have been activated. Well, it looks like we need to deactivate the security then. Here's a bat. Take him out real quick. Grab a lantern. Magic from inside the lantern opens the doors. Well, that was quick. Now I have two doors we can go to. We're going to go on the one on the right first. We need to grab that bomb. Here's some doctor faces. Of course, the musket is their weakness. And here's the bomb. And here's the crossbow as well. Might as well grab it, or the arbalest, as it's called. And we're gonna go into this crazy elevator room. Yeah, this is a very long and tedious area. Oh, that's demoralizing. I'll try and get through it as fast as possible. Now I just need to wait for this final elevator to lower so we get to the next area. Okay, springboard available. Now that's a teleporter. We can take it to get access to the springboard, so let's line ourselves up. Yeah, I managed to get that in one go. Left half of skull unblocked. But before we can even go through there, let's go to the other side. Grab our ammo. We have a billy copter, but unfortunately I do not have any magic on me, so I have to take them out the old-fashioned way. Now here's where we could place the ball. Get behind cover. Kaboom! We'll just go ahead and take out the TVs. Of course, going to use our boomerang to hit the target. Crates grow out of the floor. So we're going to go down here. And as you can see through the sprite clipping, we have some enemies in here. Right half of the skull unblocked. Now that's the right half over there, but we're going to go to the first half. Yeah, we have some anvil bats up in here. We're too close to use our magic, so we'll have to use the musket. Hold up a second. Yeah, take the lift up. So we can grab the lots of magic, plus the key which unlocks certain doors. So now we can go onto this right side here, climb up, and unlock the door. And we are now back in the city. So there's the library. Here's our shot from before, but be careful, we have some exploding lips. Take them out. Great Scott, the road is going upward. Well, that is bizarre indeed. But once the road goes upward, this area guarding the house reveals itself, so we can go inside it. These great pillars can only be removed with a can of acidic flatulence. Now this area houses our first secret. To get to it, we need to hop on this chair, and as you can see, we have a target. Got in one shot. And that's going to be a good secret where we get some money from a treasure chest. Now enter this bedroom area to face our next enemy type. Which is this lady, the little spiky lady that says goodbye and hello. She wakes up by saying hello and then dies by saying goodbye. I call her the phone lady. Now we have a little street cone here. Something happened outside. I hear a telephone ringing, so that's why I call her that. And we need to grab the spray so we can get to this next new weapon, which is the battle rifle. Also, let's go stop by here real quick to take out the bats and to grab the additional money and armor. So now let's go back outside, see what happened. We got some trolls out here. So we take them out plus the additional lips. Here's the starting area from before, but we're not going back there. Looks like a hotel. The door is locked. Well, I guess we will be going back there because this area is going to open up, plus some evil books. So we take them out. We go through here. Goodbye. Now over here I have a warp door. That doesn't look very friendly. Finding our weapons in this area before entering is a wise idea, just like the first level. So we need to grab all our stuff before we can even think about going through. So we couldn't go through the left door. Hold up a sec. Yeah, I was right. Just wanted to make sure I was not too far away from it. Here's another free hint. Make sure to look for hidden doors. They're everywhere. Aye aye, Captain. Yeah, and don't run into these spike balls. They will do damage to you.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, she fires gas projectiles. Goodbye. Wow, that raised up. We need to go inside. There's a little cool trickery here using portals. We entered this completely new area, and we have a new enemy type, which is a toaster oven, which spawns the toaster man. The French toast man, I should say. Can't speak today while fighting. Elevator's ready, so let's head on up. We have these 4 armors that we need to collect. You got an armors, there's 3 more. And that was the fire armor. Here's the next one. Good, just 2 more armors. The earth armor. Here's the lightning armor. Amount of armors left required, 3 minus 2. That's 1. You are immune to liquid lightning. If you wondered what the liquid lightning, it was that yellow stuff that we saw earlier. Very bright yellow. So now let's get access to it. We gotta be careful because we have some evil books that are just waiting to get the jump on us, so... And this is a very tight spot, so we're gonna do some peekaboo shooting through this ball neck. Yeah, the magic projectiles are too big. They usually end up hitting the walls. So I'm using a combination of musket and arrows. Alright, they've been cleared out. So here's the liquid lightning from before. So we're going to take this jump. We are completely immune to it. So let's take this lift up. And grab that key. Ah, key waiting for use. So now we can get access to that area from before that we cannot access. So we're going to drop back down here. More liquid lightning. There's a Dr. Face that has not noticed us yet. We'll get to him much, much later. Oh yeah, here's the big fat lips. Take them out, and here's the door that we use the key for. And we are inside the hotel. And there's another key, but we can't grab it just yet. Here's the receptionist. You couldn't find Mayhem? That mansion sounds different from what I remember. Talk to other people. They may know why. Something seems off about the mansion that we explored from level 1. That's highly suspicious. And be sure to interact with the behind you wall so we can get access to this key. You found 1 of the 10 keys. That's the first one. Need to collect 9 more. These very fast moving elevators. I hear a telephone ringing. Hello? Yes, this is Mayhem Mansion player. A mega secret, eh? Should probably look around for it. Yes, and these keys are connected to the mega secret, so we need to keep an eye out for all the others. We just got the second one. That just leaves 8 more to go. Here's a billycopter in a tight space. We're gonna take this teleport. Here's another civilian. That mansion wasn't the real mansion. You need to disable the illusion. Then your path is clear. Ah, so that's the problem. It was an illusion, so now we gotta deactivate that. Before we can do that, we need to grab our next key, but as you can see, we have some evil books peering their heads. So what I like to do is use my magic, use the splash damage to wake them up individually. This makes this room much easier. Dang, getting close and personal there. Our reward is some ammunition and armor, plus the key itself.
Hello.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello. Goodbye.
Now up there is a golden boomerang. We're gonna grab that in a second. Another shop if you need it. Some tomatoes will spawn out of the cauldron, so be ready for them. And I'll show you how to get to that chest up there sooner or later. Just right now we're going to grab the golden boomerang and go to town. Because you got an army of tomatoes just waiting to murk you, but we got the jump on them. Hit that switch so we can go through here, take out the exploding lips. We got a wizard that we need to take out. Get as much use out of our boomerangs as possible. The magic is more effective though. Man, he did not take any damage from that golden boomerangs. Oh well, it was worth a try though. If we go up here, we got our acidic flatulence. Now rid of those pesky pillars. Platform over the lava. Let's collect our money. Now we're in the room where the outside, where the civilian is. Now please return to satellite dish. Will do. Boy. Here's our next key. Alright, so the satellite dish has been returned. We've been thanked for it. We appreciate it. Now our next secret's going to be over here. You see that lava lamp? Grab it, and as you can see there's a little ledge. Open it up to get the evil secret. And since this is an evil secret, you know what that means. We get a mini boss battle here. Our reward for beating him is of course that treasure chest I mentioned from before. It's a really big one, which houses ammunition, money, health, and magic. Very nice. So let's go back and take the proper way this time. I see those shadow creatures. Gonna take out these enemies one by one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah, this is a pretty nasty area here. I'll focus on the enemies on my level first. There's the elevator, but I'm gonna take out the little sludge creatures first. Okay, I think I thinned them out just enough. Grab another key. Got 4 of them now. Oh yeah, another chest. Grab that money. Hit this elevator. So we can grab this item. The Magic Octahedron. Teleport is now available. And these doors are going to lift up. One will take us back to the front lobby of the hotel, and another one to get access to our 5th key. Not the front lobby, but one of the hotel rooms. Plus, we now have access to this room with evil books. We go through this teleporter here, which takes us back to the sewer entrance area, and now we get our 6th key. Be careful because these ink blots are here now. It looks like the receptionist decided to tag along, but I don't know what his purpose for showing up this way is going to do him. Guess he just decided to go on break. So we're going to go back here. I'm actually going to go over here because I think another area, yes, it is opened. Use your magic on these books. Also go ahead and take them out because I want the coins. We hit this button, and that just lowers the wall there. What we really need to go to is back to the house and use our flatulence, the acidic flatulence, on these pillars. Now we got the rifle, which is basically the musket, but it's a fully automatic rifle. Very useful. A springboard shows up to the party. And might as well use the spray on the pillars here. So we can grab the 7th key. Now that we grabbed it, let's go to the springboard. That's going to be downstairs, so we can get up here. We're going to be inside this unusual area, the lapis lazuli. Once you get past here, you're going to have the sludge. Now there's some items in the corners here. This one houses the armor. The others are health and ammunition. I'm not going to need the ammo, so I'm going to just go ahead and continue on my path. But yeah, each of those corners has items in it. It's just tedious because you have to wait for the lift each time. Take out Billy Copter. We're going to drop down to the water. Emerge from this blue room, very blue area. We got the red Cyclops, and the red Cyclops is going to turn the road back to normal. So now let's backtrack back to the city area. You got the way on the lift once again. The street is lower, but my, we have a lot of enemies ahead of us. And the French toastmen that they fire out is a lot smaller and weaker compared to the regular ones. And they fade over time too as well. So there's the emblems from before. They're still in place, although we can't access the room where it's located at. Now over here, we need to go into this compartment where the final boss of level 1 was at. Not only to take out these lampposts, but to get the 8th key. Very easy to miss area. Now in here we have a crap ton of lampposts, but I'll just take out the boomerang because I don't want to waste any ammunition. They're guarding a health potion, a large one. Plus that lone coin, or 2 lone coins I might add. More money. I'm running low on magic, so I better top it up. Alright. Why not grab some ammunition for the musket as well? So we're going to go over here. Take out the eyeballs. Get ready. Once we enter the bar, we are going to be dealing with 3 wizards. Sometimes they just... Yeah, very tight area over here. Once they're gone, we're gonna throw a boomerang at the target here, and that's gonna open up the next area. This very bizarre green room, which takes us to the next area. Take out the TVs and hit both buttons. Now I have a pathway here that has... It's in a lava area. As you can see, we have a regular key plus the special key. One of our 9th keys that we need to get. So we're back here. In fact, let me go back real quick. And take the teleport back. I forgot to visit one of the areas that was necessary. Yeah, I need to hit this target, and there's Dr. Face from before. That did not notice us. I'm gonna go ahead and take him out, plus the eyeballs. Yeah, be sure to go here first, not like I did, and once you activate the target, of course, you got the toaster. And it's going an additional battle rifle, ammo, and elixirs. So now let's head back. Get this done properly this time. Grab the toilet. Get ready, because we have a bunch of bats. And I'm out of arrows, I just noticed. Guess I'll pick them off from them. My health's getting low, but I can deal with it. Now I just gotta take out these anvil bats. Okay, that's them gone. Gotta grab this L. Great, back we go. Got some energy L. Make the jump. I use my rifle for this because this is a very claustrophobic area. Here's our new next enemy type, which is this umbrella dude. Who just fires this projectile. I think we have these elixirs, and look what we have here. Little fairy. Fairy opens the exit. Why, thank you. What in the world? I guess that's not the exit. But this one. Yeah, that's the exit that fairy opens up. Now in here, we're going to use the rifle's alt fire, which is a scope, to take out the entire army of Doctor Faces, the blue variant that shoot the mines at you. Running low on ammo. Thank goodness for these chests. Okay, let's get in better positioning here. And they dropped the musket ammo anyway, so we should be good to go. I hit the target by accident, but there it is. That's what you need to shoot. Get ready for the billycopters. And the toast, the irregular French toast men. I'm gonna teleport through here. Deal with the eyeballs and the pesky toaster leftovers. I'm gonna go up here. Once we try to approach that coin, we get teleported back here with these scrolls. This should reveal 10 keys on the map. And as you can see, we have to get the one that's not too far from this. So you could use the map as a reference, but so far we're going to go through here. Here's the 9th key and the regular key. I'll show you how to get to that one soon. Just need to go back the way we came. Crawl through the space here. And you see that flashing wall over there? That's one of the hidden doors that was mentioned in our hint. You have to beat that area first to gain access to it, just so you know. So we interact with it, take out the French toastmen, and you found the secret passage. And now you got the 9th key. Once you grab that, this is going to open up. And you're back in the city. Basically serves as your little shortcut there. And now that we got the key, we're going to go over here, back to where the level 1 boss spawn area was. Missed a piece of money. We can go through this door now.
Hello.
Take out the wizard guarding the bar. Not the bar, but the lounge area. Front desk security. Plus a billycopter, not one, but two. Took him out easily. Go through here and we get our 10th and final key. Go into the dungeons of the mansion. Free the prisoners and defeat the monster inside. Well, I guess that makes our next objective. We need to get to the dungeon area. But now we collected all 10 of the keys, and now it's on our way to the next area. This would be a good time to stop by the shop and top up on your ammunitions. Fair exchange indeed, my liege. Take out this billycopter and go through here to get the mega secret. So that's the reward for collecting all 10 keys. Get a bunch of coins, very lucrative. And it's just in time right before you face off against the big dogs. Because this next area is going to be quite hectic. So be ready. So we're going to go through this ginormous door. Very intimidating door. It's Killer Lips invasion. Their leaders can only be taken out with laser cannons. Destroy all 3 leaders. So as you can see, we have these giant blue killer lips, and the only way to kill them is through lasers. But right now, this one is guarded by a force field, so let's move on. These pillars are going to raise up. One's already firing away at me. Gotta be careful of her. Let me take out the lamppost first. Take out the small fry first before we focus on the big fish. Have a rotten day. I'll focus on them later. Right now, I just need to focus on the faces. I think I cleared most of those lampposts. Now I just do some Super Mario technique right here. Get inside the teleporter, hit that switch. That's gonna blow up one of the massive blue lips, so now there's only 2 left. Yeah, so he's gone. Decided to check if there was any items. He did not have anything on him. We're gonna kill this one last. Right now I need to get over here and take out those doctor faces from before. Let's grab additional moolah. Plus ammo pickups on top of that. I'm gonna go into the club first. Be met by several TVs. Let's see what the bartender has to say. A factory on an island is producing illusions. A monster lurks in the lava. Trying to reach the island is a bad idea. Thanks for the heads up. Go on to the area where the dancing, well not the dancing, but the stack TVs were on to lower this. Be quick though. Hit the button. The force field is weakened. So we weaken one of the force fields that is guarding one of the giant blue lips. There's a stash of ammunitions that you can use. Grab the better armor. We have to do some platforming. Oh boy, here we go again. Now that's not the force field, that's one of the vulnerable blue guys, and I'm running into the spike ball. go in here, hit the button. Ouch. Fire the laser. I'm gonna go back in here. One more to go. Have a shortcut back. So interact with this, and that's gonna take the shortcut so we don't have to do any pesky platforming, which is a godsend. I didn't go back and top up on the health anyway. Took a little beating there from the killer lips. Now we just activate this laser. That's the one with the force field. Good work. Return to the dying canteen. So now it's time to go back. And some goggles have revealed itself. A new path is visible. Look around the city. Wait, do I hear a squadron of helicopters? Well, you know what that means. Get your crossbow ready and start firing away with the magic. Somebody get closer. And before we continue on, I need to show you one last, well, I said one last thing. The thing blocked off, but it was a secret, our final secret, but I'll just have to go through here first. So take out this billycopter and look at here, finally our magic scrolls are given to us after so long. It has a long journey, but we finally have it now, so we can have our anvil, flower pots, and monkey swarm. Got that wacky umbrella guy. Flush. Into the sewers. Follow the coins. So the coins are going to give us the police escort to the next area. Grab whatever items are left behind. So let's get going. Drop down. And do as the text said and follow the coins. The screen's gonna shake. We're gonna get a lot of ammunition, which indicates one thing. We are almost at the final boss. So let's go ahead, grab some items, and get ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum once again. Maxed out on arrows, so I'm good on that. Let me make sure I get my little buddy with me. So we're gonna drop down here, go back to the bridge area from before. As you can see, the bridge has disappeared. There's the boss. Fire away. Shoot at it until it dies. And just like that, he is dead. And now, of course, is going to reveal this teleporter here. Hit the switch, and it's going to take us back to the city area. And the exit area, which is being guarded by a lone book. Now, remember that fifth secret that I mentioned earlier that I couldn't get to quite yet? That was blocked off by the big door? Yeah, it's over here. You go over here, this area that has not opened up before. You go through it and get the warp secret. Now the warp secret is usually you encounter an enemy that you have not encountered in the next level. It's basically these enemies are supposed to be in future levels, but this will be your sneak preview into fighting them right here. And it's these critters right here. They can clip through walls. And once you kill them, all that black sludge will poison you, or cause damage to you at least. So you gotta be very careful when dealing with them. And that's not the last of them either. So go inside, wake them up, and then get on out of here so you can fight them properly. Good time for a monkey swarm. Hopefully that's the last of them. If not, well, and that is. Now I don't know why the reward is coins, considering that you're basically at the end, but yeah, that wraps up level 2. So now we will be on our way through the exit, which is also in the ancient library. And it takes us back to the mansion, but as mentioned before, we need to go to the dungeon. So let's go through here. Here's the elevator. Hop on that. And we take it down, and guess we'll see you in the next one, and level 3, the dungeon. So yeah, that is the city. It is a very big continuation from the first level. We find out that the mansion that we raided in the first level was actually an illusion. It wasn't the real thing. So now, once we destroy the illusion, we gotta go down to the dungeon and rescue our friends, which will be for level 3. Now for the level itself, it's pretty big and complex. You start off in a sewer, which is kind of like the first level, although this sewer is much bigger and has a lot wider space. And then you encounter a new enemy type, which is the black sludge, which is invisible until it shows itself, does mostly melee damage, and you go a significant amount of time before you finally grab your musket. But even further, once you finally get your magic scrolls, which goes on until you finally get to the end of the level, till you finally get all your weapons. Now, continuing on back from before, progression-wise, you go through the tunnels. Once you get out of that, you're on back into the city, and you have to find a way to get the road to lower since it went upward. Then you get the acidic flatulence to unlock the pillars, get through it. Then you have the 10 keys, which is necessary to unlock the mega secret, which is very rewarding, so always be sure to keep your eye out and hunt down all of the keys to get your mega secret. And then the penultimate areas when you have to fight the giant killer lips that are blue, one of which is in a force field, so you have to use the lasers. You cannot use your guns on it because it'll just reflect back onto you. I've practiced it, and you just can't kill them. You just need the lasers to do the work. And there's a lot of platforming involved, and it's pretty tedious, pretty hectic, since you have to deal with the firing projectiles or the hot flower pots, plus the spike balls and the lava that's just looming, so it can be pretty intimidating. So you gotta be quick and patient regarding that. And then once you get past that, you're on your way to the final boss, which is pretty simple, honestly. You just shoot at it till it dies, just like same cyber demon logic as it is before. Now, once you're done with that, you're back in the city and you're on your way to the dungeon area, as mentioned. So we're gonna see you next time for that one. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.